Hello my friends, what you recently saw was a little compilation about some amount of loot me and my alliance members were able to obtain in the multiplayer during the last time. And so I can only welcome you to send me some or even your screenshots of the highest amounts of loot you could get in the multiplayer to the email address I will post downside or even below the video in the video description, so that we can see what is the highest loot for even all ages, and we can differentiate between even gunpowder ages, enlightenment ages, and industrial and global ages. What made me have this idea was were some other YouTube videos I saw in the former past. Oh, let's see first. I think the training blessing I activated is gone. Wow, what a bug. What a bug. Okay, I activated the training blessing and it is gone. So let's reactivate it. And then I saw some other YouTube videos, even from some global and atomic guys, which claimed. I searched for the word claimed, which claimed that it would be impossible to farm high amounts of loot even without spending crowns. So these guys I saw, I was really amused about. They were just probably only one out of some examples using a whole bunch of raiders. So only 46 or even more raiders. I don't know how much the capacity is in the atomic age. Yes, you have 155 troops, but I don't know exactly how many raiders there are. And so these guys only used some raiders, deploying all of them at an enemy base in only one wave, just letting them to attack one specific building, and even on the way to this building, especially from redoubts and other buildings, most of the raiders got smashed. They could probably get some other buildings. Then these guys were even wasting some of their tactics, and in the end they have completely killed their whole army, getting 100,000 up to 250,000 of loot, but then having retrain costs of food for the whole army, which are nearly equal or even higher than the amount of loot they could get. So in total it was definitely a loss and no win of resources, and I definitely know it is possible to make it more efficient. You probably know it also when you watched my videos before, but today I even tried to max out my loot by even not using a training blessing. And we are talking currently about because I'm retraining my army, so we have a little bit of time to talk about. I can show you some of my offense replays. You can also look into my devlog if you are interested. There's definitely nothing spectacular. Let's get through. Here's some guys with even dynamite. I was caring for these guys in my last revenge video, beating the shit out of them when their mills and their resource buildings are full again, because I don't like this tactic with dynamite. By the way, I have also some very cool information for you concerning the update 5.2. Obviously, I think 5.2, which will be released in early 2017, so I think very soon, which is dealing about the amount of dynamite to our resource buildings, which will get decreased, and a new defensive building we will get. Later on, I will show you the post towards this, but you see over here, very nothing spectacular. Here was the onlyest guy who attacked me. I can show you this attack because it's some kind of interesting. Later on I will show you my attacks. In these attacks I only tried to use the littlest possible amount of troops for the highest amount of loot in comparison. So being very patient in two ways. First way, waiting until there is an enemy where resources are very easy obtainable, and the second way of being patient is not trying to get all resources, just trying to get the most resources with the littlest amount of troops. So very often I got only, I don't know, 25, 30, 40% of all resources, but I did not want to waste any more troops, so that I can show you you can even farm without any spending of crowns or even without a training blessing. I did this completely without a training blessing because during the battle, when I only wasted one raider and one infantry guy, for example, more troops retrained. So in total, the amount of troops which I lost was lower than the true amount of troops which I could retrain without any events or training blessings. Let's come to our defensive replay. Come on. to our defense replay I wanted to show you. Someone attacked me, industrial guy, even industrial max, used pretty much everything except for generals. You see over here, he used some donated troops from the atomic age, then even his mercenaries, planes, nearly all of his tactics, then even some event armies like the helicopters, which are pretty strong. I think the way of attack, or even the route he chose, was not very stupid. It was quite okay. Because he tried to get rid of my defenders first by attacking from the Acropolis side and not attacking from a corner, but even from a, I don't know how to call it, from an edge. Not from a corner, but from an edge. His troops are, oh, he's rallying his troops, okay. This rally was quite okay with the protection on it, but I would have rallied them inside. His troops got through my gates, and like you probably know, the gates are the weakest points in your defense. Here is my barbed wire, which I placed on purpose over there, and you see his troops are getting now perfectly stuck into the barbed wire, and that was my aim, because very many players are rallying over here. The protection spell also ended. I think now he has already lost many artilleries. I don't know how many artilleries he took with him. Yes, now he has lost all artilleries, only 3, 4, 5 tanks, some of the donated tanks, and even approximately 20, 30 Blackwatch are remaining. Also 2 healing cards. The tanks are now getting crashed by the anti-tank gun. Really unfortunate for him. Staying into the barbed wire and getting smashed by the anti-tank gun. Okay, tanks are also gone. He's releasing his, all Blackwatch gone. His event troops and all of his Blackwatch ran into my redoubts, which I placed on purpose over there. He's trying to clean something with his planes. Yes, but the attack is completely over. What I have to mention, I have some defense blessings that I have to mention. But in total, for using everything at this base, I think it was quite a good attack. The very funny fact about this is another guy which is using my complete... Oh, you can move it in the background? I didn't know. This is another German guy which is also using the same layout like mine. So he definitely knows where the traps are, and therefore he had a disadvantage to an unknown attacker, which would be not able to know where the traps were. Let's see whether I have the attack in my offense replay. I don't think so. No. Okay, so I cannot show you the attack on his base. I did. So on my base, probably, because our bases are equal. But this was also only a minor interesting. Here are the offense replays I wanted to show you initially, but I wasted some time. You see, I used only 2 raiders for about 110,000 of gold, so 55,000 gold per unit. Over here we have 70,000 gold per food per unit. Here we have 39,000. Here we have 70,000 plus 10,000 of gold. Again, as you see, I don't have to read it for you. You can just look about. Here I had a really cool loot attack. You see about 630,000 gold, and I was not able to get everything. In total, I think I would have got, I would be able to get 900,000 of loot, but then I would have also to kill the town center and waste way more troops. So I decided to get the most obtainable or most easy obtainable loot, and the rest I skipped because of the troop losses. But you see definitely by the little troop losses that you can easily do this without training blessing or even wasting of crowns. So the guys, everyone which is claiming that you have to need huge amounts of crowns or whatever or to spend money in this game, I only want to show you you are wrong. This game is getting more and more pay to win style, which I really don't like. But in total, this game is definitely free, and if you are thinking a little bit logical about it and attacking strategically, I think it's definitely no problem at all to do the whole game, even without any major problems, without spending of money. Let's see. I could also show you our current world war, because we have nearly done. All of my troops, 9 minutes only, are going to retrain. A little aspect about my troops: I'm trying to get some other constellations to look it up for the world war. Ordinary, I was attacking with 7 artilleries, 59 Blackwatch and 2 healing cards. In this episode I will try to attack with 8 artillery and less Blackwatch. I also can try with 9 artillery, but I think then the Blackwatch will get that little amount that they cannot protect the artillery. And I will try to go for 3 healing cards, 7 artillery and less Blackwatch, to see which combination seems to be the best constellation. Here we are against the Rus army. The amount of glory is pretty high if you are thinking or reminding yourself that we are now on place 47, I don't know, in the world again. We were at place 17, but that is quite some time ago. Then we got some of our losses. So, many other alliances now also started to color up their names. We started, I think, 1 or 2 months ago, and now I see very many alliances which are using HTML. Here we are, place 47, so we are, I would call it, pretty high, and therefore the enemies are giving us also very much glory if we win, and so I think the enemies are definitely not very low. Probably they are also among the top 100 alliances, so we definitely mustn't underestimate them. Let's look at the enemy top bases to... Oh, wow, 3 defense coalitions. Okay, let's stage 1, yes, level 1. And level 1. Okay, so looks at the first look pretty much more dangerous than it is in total. But in total, 3 defensive coalitions at an atomic age base have to... yes, you have to pay focus or even attention for this. Name of the enemy alliance is Rus Army Double. And I don't know what the double stands for, but by scouting the enemy bases yesterday, I recognized very many... among the top players, very many Forbidden City layouts, so probably this double is a link to the Forbidden City layouts. We have over here quite definitely not a bad Forbidden City layout. Yeah, nothing very much to tell about. These bunkers are very low. We have global age, so only 3 tank depots, industrial, first global stage, so the tank depots aren't that strong. The air defenses are quite industrial, unleveled industrial, so we only have 3 ones. 4 over here, so the air defense is midway. 4 air defenses are the complete amount. You can't get more, but you can level these bows 2 times more, this bows 1 time more. And the towers are also not that high. We have 2 sniper towers, both unleveled and not that strong generals. So in total, I would definitely not call this guy global age. I think also he only entered the global age recently and is not very long over here. Enemy number 2 base is pretty much more spectacular. We see 4 up-leveled atomic mortars, very, very extraordinary strong air defense. They are all atomic max, and this is just insane if you are attacking. We also have some up-leveled towers, and if you see to the enemy level, he is at level 196. So this is quite no bad base. And where are the bunkers? We have 1 industrial maxed out, 1 industrial built bunker. The atomic fort is quite okay. It's not a strong defensive building, but the generals on top are very low if we compare. My generals were even higher in the gunpowder age, because at this stage, except for MacArthur, you can all upgrade them with food. So I think really pretty easy. We have also 3 sniper towers, 1 at industrial max stage and 2 at industrial build stage. The cannon towers are, wow, atomic age. Enlightenment, atomic, where are the other ones? Enlightenment, I think she should have 6, global age and enlightenment. So okay, the cannon towers are not that high, but his towers are pretty high, very high. There are very many of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 towers, 5 from 7 or even 8. Are in the atomic age max, so this defense is definitely not to underestimate, especially because of these 3 active defense coalitions. Here we have a little look at my opposite, or even at my enemy I will have to attack. We have a global age guy, so I'm pretty much anticipating spawning tanks from over here and a Flampanzer. We have tank depots. Where are the other ones? I see first one, second, third. Okay, we have 2 tank depots on industrial stage, 1 on upgraded first global stage. Bunkers are both industrial max. I think pretty much all buildings are industrial max and some buildings even higher. So I would call this guy industrial plus or even more than industrial, this defense. I won't release my plan to attack him because probably there is the danger that this guy, which is owning this base, looks this video now and so is changing his layout. But I have definitely a plan that I will release it to you when the World War has started and there is no option to rebuild this base. We have additional 2 minutes to go until my troops are retrained and I only have to go for 900,000 of gold and 1.4 million of food to upgrade the next 2 wall pieces. Therefore, I will jump with you right into the in my WhatsApp group of my alliance and show you a post concerning the next 5.2 upgrade and the new content. Here we have the screenshot. First, very much thank you, Zeratul, one of my very active alliance members who, sent me this screenshot. Let's get through. First off, we have troop tactics. So this screenshot is obviously concerning the content of the new update. We have troop tactics. These are the consumable armies you can acquire through expeditions, sales, and events. So what they are quite talking about is what we call event armies, but they are talking about troop tactics. Okay, we have heard your feedback surrounding the balance issues caused by players deploying large numbers of troop tactics on offense. Yes, that is definitely. That's why we'll be introducing a new building in early 2017. Now it's getting interesting. The Stronghold. On its own, the Stronghold is a powerful defense building. I don't know, probably like the castle or something like this. It also allows players to manage their troop tactics. That's a pretty cool fact, because probably you have also recognized that very many of the troops, especially from the gift event, which has ended some days ago, are directly getting put into your tactic screen. So when you are attacking, your tactic screen down there is really raised, and you have very many or a very high amount of tactics over there by these event troops, and so you have to scroll through the complete screen, and therefore it's really you have to struggle to get access to all of your tactics and the rally button and something like that. And so it's really cool to manage your troops by just choosing which event armies you want to take with you and which event armies you want to give away or even take back to the stronghold to decide and to have not the fully space wasted in the World War for your tactics. And let's get on. Once the stronghold is released, players will only be able to bring a limited number of troop tactics into battle. No more rolling bases with just troop tactics. That's pretty cool. I think something like about 5 troop tactics or I don't know, you will be able to take with you, nothing more. Lastly, the stronghold will also allow alliance members to donate troop tactics to a player's World War base in World War. So war base in World War. That's pretty awesome because you have another defense building, I think, which is spawning some troops. But the spawn troops will depend on the donation. Once donated, those troop tactics will spawn out of the stronghold on defense like a garrison. Okay, like I told you. So it's like a garrison which will spit out some troops, probably only one wave like the command post, and it's depending on which event troops got donated to the building. That's first very, very cool, but in the second aspect, I think it's a bad aspect because you are this aspect makes the game quite more pay to win. Because the guys which are just paying to get the best event armies then will have a huge advantage. Because ordinary, when you are doing at your dock some expeditions or even when you have some event troops from some gifts or even donations, then you have only a limited number. And if you have to get at 40 or even at 35 war bases some event armies, it will cost you very, very much, and you will nearly give for one World War away all of your event armies, and then it will be an advantage for the guys which are spending money into the event armies, and this fact I quite don't like. But let's get on. Another upcoming change driven by player feedback will be the demolition tactic. We will be greatly reducing the amount of damage that demolition does to resource buildings. The purpose of this is to prevent attackers from simply dropping a few demolitions and walking away with your hard-earned food, gold, or especially oil without even trying. And that's pretty cool because, like I told you, very many players were using this tactic, this demolition strategy on my base, and I think even at your base everyone knows this tactic, and I will be greatly happy about when this tactic gets nerfed. Oh, so during the time I was offline to show you the patch notes, I got attacked, I think. Yeah, I got an attack. Let's see. Okay, nothing special. Oh, 55 of its infantrymen. For 55 guys, this loot is definitely very low. But now I have already wasted 20 minutes and nothing attack in total. So, remind yourself, I have now 8 arteries instead of 7 arteries and 59 Blackwatch. So I think I will have more firepower, but even more struggle to defend or even protect all the arteries from dying. First let's choose a general. I think this general died in the former attack. Alexander is quite okay. Oh, this base is pretty okay. It's definitely not strong, but like you probably know, I'm only going for efficiency. We have a French guy over here and I need national trade goods, so I will start from over here. Okay, now let's focus on the town center, whether there are some dangerous troops in. The traps are all triggered, so I don't anticipate anything being in. Yes, there is nothing in. So now let's focus. Are the changes by one more artillery significant or are they not? Currently I cannot recognize very much, but this could be also because this base is very low level. I have to see whether the artillery gets unprotected, because their relation... Oh yes, they are getting unprotected. You see over here at the cavalries. They are very often going in another direction than the Blackwatch are going. And if this is happening, they are getting unprotected, so that no Blackwatch are in the surrounding to protect them. So I think probably my World War constellation could in future differentiate a little bit from the loot compilation or constellation, sorry. Because for loot, it could be that I take other constellation of troops with me than for the World War. Because in World War I don't care about losing artilleries. I only want to get the 5 stars. But in loot attacks like now, I want to get the most efficiency by losing the littlest amount of artilleries due to their high retrain time, like you probably know. So let's go on. Also, I have 49,000 nearly of oil. I'm upgrading my Napoleon to level 21, pretty cool. So he will get a tank, and from level 20 to 21. There is the jump from Enlightenment Age to even Industrial Age. Therefore, the research time increases from 2 to 3 days. The costs increase from 50,000 to 55,000, like you can see. But also the statistic boosts get a huge increase. Yes. I'm quite now thinking about whether to upgrade also MacArthur on level 55. But I also thought about getting my airship, my Zeppelin, higher, because I want to use it in the global age and I have to research many times on him, so very much more oil to spend. So I'm not quite sure what to do next. If you have some experiences, just give me some little links below. Is it worth to research the Zeppelin for that much amounts of loot? Because I think you have to spend something like 3 times, so 1 time 70, 80 and even 90,000, I don't know, about of oil to upgrade this Zeppelin, and I think you can just upgrade it 6 times, but I'm not quite sure. And 6 times in average 90,000 of gold of oil would be really much, I think, really much. This base is also quite okay. Am I recording? Yes, I am. Oh, these catapults are really funny. I like them. Oh, I think this guy has even not researched anything at his catapults, because I was even able to kill his level 1 catapults with 1 plane. That's very unconventional. Ordinary, I'm used to need 2 planes, nearly, so 3 attacks, so in even 1.5 plane probably for getting down one of these catapults. Let's speed this up a little bit by deploying my infantrymen. That looks pretty good. Currently I even haven't lost an artillery, but that's pretty obviously due to the low base. So thanks. Next I will check which national trade goods I need, and then I will also focus on the national trade goods. Over here you see the Greek national trade good I had too much of. Oh, my victory chest is full. I didn't lose any troops at all. Let's see. Oh, I definitely need Japanese and German players. Japanese and German, let's remember for this. No leather. Let's see. My diamonds are at 21. Also pretty okay, but it's again a Rome guy. But I think a Rome or a Roman national trade good I could pretty use. So therefore... perfectly. Now let's look for the rest buildings. Oh, we have one gunpowder tower over here. Oh, and there's a fort. A castle, whatever. Yes, I think this tower is also done. Let's put our infantrymen down here. Yes, it's quite okay. So currently I don't recognize any disadvantages from changing my loot army. I only recognize... No, don't kill the infantry guy. No! I only recognize some advantages. Let's do some loot rally. Speed rally. Perfect. There's also a really insane guy in my alliance. Another one. Let me show him to you. I'm talking about one of my good mates and very long member of my alliance. So David, he started later than me with upgrading his walls to the insanity, but he quite managed to overtake me. So here you see his base looks pretty insane. Only 2 more level 11 parts to go, so even 9 million I think, until he can start with level 13. And he started later on than me, and I'm in total or even in average doing 3 up to 5 pieces every day. And he was even able to manage to overtake me within 1 month. That means he has to do approximately about 8 to 12 pieces a day. That's really insane, guys. Just think about this. These pieces are costing 4.5 to 5 million, depending on your university research, and he was able to do 8 up to 12 pieces a day. That's very insane. He started at 3rd of December or something like that. So perfectly 1 month ago, and he only needed 1 month to upgrade 135 industrial pieces of wall to level 12. Big respect to you, David. Big respect. That's insane. I really like your base, because all of this dark gray looking level 12 walls look way better than my mixed up base. I'm really looking forward to see some level 13 poofy walls. I don't know how to call them, because they are the color is that strange. But let's get back to the multiplayer. Any more? Okay, I don't need any Brits anymore, and Greeks. Germans and Japanese, remember. Oh, okay. In Enlightenment Age base, pretty much higher, and also some kind of maze layout. That's pretty interesting. Let's see over here. Nothing in the town center. Oh, there's a cannon. Wow. Pretty good that I only dropped one of my guys first. Oh, that was bad to send my plane from over there. But I think the mortar will be done. Yes, perfectly. So let me go for the next 2 mortars and check first. Are there any holes in the outer wall? Yes, there are. So I cannot rally in because of this hole over here. My healing card would get there. Yes, now there is a hole and I can rally in. It's really complicated. You have to care for your healing cards. Oh, there was a trap. Yes, no artillery died. Thanks God. This level 9 general is definitely no challenge in total for my upgraded Blackwatch. Ah, come on, plane, don't die. No, it's dying as I lost 1 plane. Okay, but therefore this base was quite too high. I also lost 1 artillery. That's the counter side of the medal. When you attack with that kind of screwed constellation. Another artillery died. Pretty bad, I can't do anything against because they are just driving into the... Ah, come on. They are just driving into these maze entrances. And there very often or nearly always are spike traps. And a spike trap is very deadly to nearly all kind of troops. Only tanks can survive. So in total I think... The plane was very painful that I lost this plane, but in total I think the troop losses are not that high for the amount of loot and the kind of base, because in total this kind of base was definitely not bad. This was not a bad base build. Especially these maze entrances were really nasty. Come on, don't run into any more traps, guys. Yes, thank you. Oh, leather, thank you. Perfect. Let's retrain and manage first that the retrain is getting most effective. Okay. 6, 6, 3. That's definitely not the best. So 5, 5, 3. Oh, that's pretty perfect. Yes, that looks quite good. So we have to wait now because we have only very few Blackwatch. Otherwise we could only go for a little base. But I can upgrade my first piece of a wall, I see. Let's see which one we will take. Currently the base is pretty symmetrical. So we have to start with asymmetrically. Or asymmetric. Right over here. Ka-ching! Next 4.5 million of gold wasted. That feels ridiculous. Just clicking on the screen or even on this tab, but on this, I don't know how to call it, on this tab over here, and then getting this one of these pieces of wall just only in another color, wasting that much amount of resources. But that's the way it is like, and I like it. So also let's manage in the World War base for the perfect constellation where we have my next friend. There we have. So let's see, 2 pieces, 2 pieces, 2, 2. Okay, so pretty symmetrical. Also in the center. So also here we have to start with asymmetrically. Or with asymmetric, I don't know how to call it. Don't know how to call it. So over here. And over here. And in the other World War base. Where it is. There we have. No. Thank you. Oops. Ended the... I stopped the record. So 600,000 of food to go in 22 minutes. That's very luxurious. No stress at all. I took also again some time to visit my alliance members again, and I recognized that we have quite some guys going very similar to the end of the industrial age. So these guys will approximately start at the same time like me entering the global age, and these guys are David. You saw his base already. He's nearly equal to my progress status, if not even higher. So I think David could be a little bit higher than me with his upgrades of the base. Sorkeko also is really high. He could be also a little bit higher than me. Let's look at him. Here we have his base layout. Oh, pretty cool. Pretty cool. I even can remember when you started upgrading your walls at level 10, and therefore that you are not freaking this game like me and other players are doing. Your walls are getting pretty high, my friend. And also, everybody can obviously see, if he is skilled, that you are upgrading with a plan. So your outer walls are getting upgraded, and even you have upgraded all of the T-pieces of your walls. So the very vulnerable pieces of walls, because if you are just crashing these T-pieces, where more than only 2 pieces of wall are connected, you get entrance to more than only one chamber. If you are just crashing one of these pieces, it's nothing spectacular, because you are only getting one entrance to one chamber by crashing one wall. But if you are crashing this T-piece, this, whatever, I think you know what I mean, then you are getting entrance to more than only one chamber, and that's pretty vulnerable. Therefore, he has placed his strongest pieces, 11, 11, even level 12, 10, 10, 10, at all these specific places. Very thought about base build, very intelligent base build. I definitely like your base, because it's some kind of other style. I very often saw my base, which I created, because very many players, I think, thought my base build is quite sensible. But I also very like to see unconventional or even individual base builds, and this one is definitely not bad. You have spread out all of your resources, definitely very good. The location is also very good. We have some of the food outside. Where's this third mill? I can't see it. First mill, second mill. Where the heck is the third mill? Ah, okay, we have it down here. Then we have upgraded bunkers, both directly surrounded by cannon towers. Very nice. The mortars are very good protected at the inner side of the base. Yes, very good protected. Then we have at the inner side of the base some tank depots and one of the bunkers. So enemy attackers will have very long to deal about with your tanks. And even the Acropolis bonus will effect at least 1 bunker and 2 tank depots, if not even 3, all 3 tank depots. You could get a little bit more of exploration, or even the exploration a little bit more symmetrical, because you have many pieces. I don't know how to call it, cut out by the exploration. I like this piece because you can, like you obviously see, place some buildings over here to decept the enemies. I had to see about some seconds to recognize that one of the buildings will be spread out downside, so other attackers will also need this time. Pretty cool base layout, but what I wanted to show intentionally is that you see this base layout is quite nearly max, or even maxed out. I don't see any enlightenment buildings. Yes, so he is just focusing on his forests, on the exploration, on the university, and on the library. So he could even now go on, and that means he's definitely above me. His upgrades are more progress than my ones. Pretty cool. So we will have in the next months some more global guys. 3, if not even 4, 5 or 6 new global players with huge more of offense power. I retrained, so let's hurry. I have already wasted 39 minutes by talking a lot. Let's see whether we can get some better bases. Chinese. We don't need Chinese anymore. Oh, wow. Global age with level 13 and level 12 walls. No fun to attack over here. This guy is only level 63. That's a perfect example for someone who is dropping his own average. He looks pretty unspectacular, but look at his walls, look at the defense buildings. He's industrial max, but 10 levels below the ordinary level. I will definitely not attack him due to efficiency reasons. Wow. Big respect, my friend. You obviously understand how to play. This one is pretty the very opposite of the base. No, let's skip him. Oh, pretty sexy. And even a German guy. Wow, that's a jackpot. Everything I need is over here. Let's think from where to attack. I think the best way would be from the top side. Wow, perfect. Very much of loot, easy base build, and even the correct nation. I need some national trade goods anymore. You don't even have always bad luck. Sometimes you also have good luck. I don't know. Only 2 planes. We have to calculate now. Enlightenment age. So only 3 catapults. No force one to care about. Ah, very good direction to attack from. There are not any more defensive buildings which could harm my my airplanes. Town center also has fallen. No. Now, yes. Come on together, otherwise the very right artillery would have died. You see how pretty close it was? That's because of splitting up. You have to pay attention for your troops, because when they are splitting up, you know, artillery is driving their own way, and that unfortunately very often leads to death of your artillery. The catapult now will start shooting. I will delay it with 1 plane. Come on, plane, survive, please. Ooh, it was pretty close. Come on, shoot on the catapult. What are you doing? You're staying directly in front of. Okay, we have done this base. Very nice, even without artillery loss. But now it doesn't count anymore. We are only 250,000 away from the next piece of a wall. Nice loot. Okay, because we are pretty got through. I think I will donate even 1 artillery and some of my Blackwatch. Doesn't matter anymore. Come on. Okay, let's get in for the hopefully last battle of this episode. Koreans. Do I need porcelain or whatever it's called? I don't know. I definitely know I don't need it. So I think we can go for here for this base. Come on, don't die, artillery. Do me a favor. Yes, thank you. Both towers are getting upgraded. So first they are only, I don't know, in classical age stage. Second they are getting upgraded. So no danger for my planes. We will not completely touch the 4.5 million border to upgrade. So I think we have to do another additional attack. Only recently, only a few hours former, I watched a video of a guy which is in the gunpowder age and which was quite really struggling to attack some bases with mortars and even with catapults, using very many of his tactics and something like this. And I can remember it as it would be yesterday, when I struggled also at these bases, and now I could even, like you probably saw before, attack some Enlightenment Age bases without using any tactics in total. That's really funny. If you know how to use your planes and your troops in the correct way, DomiNations can make very, very much fun, and it's very easy to loot. I think many of my viewers know exactly what I mean. Oh no, too many diamonds. Ordinary I'm spending them, but yet I forgot it. I really hate wasting diamonds. So let's spend them by opening one of my oil bunches and getting a new one. Let's open 2 ones, because sometimes you are even getting 2 diamonds. So perfect. Let's go for the last attack approximately. Don't know. Wow. We could. I have my tactics ready. Let's look for a really big base. Big loot. If it is also in defense big, let's attack it. This base is quite okay, but therefore the loot is very poor to attack some global age bases. Let's skip and go a little bit on. The loot would be okay, but let's go on. Also okay. Wow, he has even level 15 walls, but very poor loot. What a pity. The loot is so good. I think I cannot resist this. Sorry guys, I would really love to attack a high base for you, but I can't still resist this this base. And by the way, this base isn't even bad. I will have some troop losses, I'm very sure. So it is definitely not a huge base, but also not a weak one. So let's wait for the tower. Tower is done. Now let's get in and use my planes for the little suckers from the command post. And now let's look, it's industrial age guys, so I anticipate, okay, one catapult is getting built up, upgrade, so I only have to care for one more mortars, and it's that far away that I obviously can rally on it again, because the cooldown time will be down before I reach it. They are going for the town center, but I don't think that I need Chinese national trade goods, therefore I will stop and retreat them to avoid the quick victory, hopefully. I don't know whether we can do. Yes, I think we can do. Only 15 seconds to go. Okay, they are already getting through the wall, but now my artillery will split up. That's painful. Over here I will lose some artilleries, I think. Oh no, okay. Come on, don't die, artillery. No. Come on, plane. Help her. Yes. Wow, that was crazy. Protected the artillery from dying. And I was quite not sure whether it will work. I cannot rally for the last mortar because of the cannon tower. Now I can do. Guys, in total I didn't... Oh, I lost a healing card. That's bad. Okay, second healing card. Fuck you. Fuck you. I wanted to tell... Just right in this second when I lost the healing cards that the troop losses are immensely little for this base, but in total I lost 2 healing cards, so they were not little. But come on guys, in total I think this base was definitely not a low base, and if you just keep this out of mind, this little boss fuckers, then only 12 Blackwatch without any tactics, any mercenaries, generals, I think this was quite a good attack, wasn't it? So here we got finally having the amount of resources to upgrade the wall. We are at 20 diamonds, that's pretty okay. Let's do the next piece of a wall over here. Where we have... Come on my little friend, where are you? Where it is? I can't spectate it. Oh, here we have. Pretty perfect. Go on to the other war base. It's always a little bit of a riddle. I forgot there's also a riddle. Oh guys, I have so much content for you. I will do it in the last few seconds. Where to place this? I don't know, over here. I have a riddle for you. I think I have already released this riddle in a German Let's Farm episode. But now I will also do it for you in this episode. Or shall I do it in the next episode? Yes, let's do in the next episode. Doing it in the very end, I don't think that very many of the guys will watch this video right now. So in the next Let's Farm episode, I will have a riddle for you to riddle how high the hit points of a specific wall are. And there are some blessings active, and you have to take into consideration even the library research, the upgrade stage of the walls, and even some blessings. And so let's see whether one of you could get very close or even perfectly exactly at the value which these walls have. At the German Let's Farm episode, no one of the guys which answered me could get the exact amount. They all were about 3 or even 4,000 hit points below or even above the exact value of the walls. In total, guys, remember, send me a screenshot of your highest loot you could obtain in the multiplayer to the email address which is in the video description below, and even keep on turning in to the next episode. We will see us soon. DomiNation Tips.